To create a new page in the CompanyCam web app, you'll start off by clicking on the project you want to create the page in. Then you'll click on Pages. Pages is CompanyCam's customizable digital notebook. It allows you to inform your clients or your team on what's going on the job site. To get started, I'm going to press Create Page. From here, I can start with a blank page, or I can start with an example. We've got some examples listed to kind of get you jump started, but for this case, I'm going to click on Blank Page. Now that my page is created, I'm going to give it a name. From here, I can start documenting what I'd like, and you'll notice that I've got some rich text editing options at the bottom of my screen. I can add a new heading, or I can bold, italicize, or underline my text. I can add checklist items, bullet points, or numerical lists, and I can add my photos with some undo and redo options listed. From here, I'm going to go ahead and document what I'd like so I can share some information with the homeowner. Now that I've got my text added, I'm going to add some photos by clicking on the plus photos icon at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. From here, I can select photos by date, or I can select them individually. And you'll notice at the top of the screen, I also have options to filter for photos if I need to quickly find a certain type of photo. I'm going to select these photos here, and then I'm going to add those to my page. Now that I've got those photos added, I'm going to enter down a line, and I'm going to include some materials that I need to order. I'm going to do this with the checklist tool, but first, I'm going to go ahead and add a new heading. And then I'll enable my checklist feature. I know I need to order more decking, and I need to order shingles for the roof of the deck. Now that I've got this added to my page, I've got some options to continue adding additional content, or if I'm ready to share this out, I can click that share button at the top right-hand corner of the screen to share a link with the homeowner or whoever I'm collaborating with, and they'll have access to view this. Or I can click Export to PDF within my options menu. This will allow me to share a PDF with my client or my collaborator so they can take a look at what I've created in my page in CompanyCam. When I'm ready, I can click out into the page, I can create a new one, or you'll notice I've got those share options exposed within that project as well. That is how you create a page in CompanyCam. To create a new page in the CompanyCam mobile app, you'll start by opening up the project and swiping over to Pages. Pages is CompanyCam's digital customizable notebook. This allows you to stay up to date and inform your clients of what's going on the job site. You'll notice that once I click the Pages button, I have an option to get started with AI, or you can create a new page using that plus page button. I'll go ahead and press plus page. From here, you'll notice that I can create a new page from scratch, or start with an example, or use some of those AI options. For this case, I'm going to create a new page because I want to inform my clients of what's going on with their deck replacement project. I'm going to give it a name. And now I'll enter down into the body of my page. You'll notice I've got some rich text editing options at the bottom of my screen. This allows you to add new headings, add a checklist, bulleted list, a numerical list, or undo and redo my text. To the very left, I can also add new photos using that plus photos button from my project, or I can take new photos from my camera and upload them directly to the page using that camera icon. For this case, I'm going to inform my client of how far we are along in their project. Now that I've got some text here, I'm going to add some photos to contextualize what I'm working with using that plus photos button. Now I'll select the photos I want to add to my page. And from here, I'm going to enter down a line, and I'm going to use my rich text editing options to add a new heading using that capital T. Now I'm going to enter and click the checklist option. And from here, I'm going to include the materials that I need to order. I could also include pricing information here, or I can enter down and continue adding new headings and including more information. But for this case, I'm happy with where my page is at and I'm ready to share this out. Sharing a page in the CompanyCam mobile app is quite simple. Once I've got all of my material added and I'm happy with where I'm at, I can click that share arrow in the top right hand corner, and this will allow me to share a link or export that to PDF. Or I can exit back out into my project and I can take a look at the page that I've got there. If I ever need to, I can click back into the page, make some edits, and then reshare that with my team using those share options here. And that's how you create a new page in the CompanyCam mobile app.